Yo, what up guys, Beside here with a brand new week in Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm starting it strong with a 5 things in Raid video. There's no specific title for it, but by the end, I'm sure you get what I'm talking about. So 5 things, hopefully I can stick to 5 and not go above 5. The first one is going to be the market. As a newer player, you use this a lot when you come into Raid, buy a lot of these mystery shards a lot from here, and then every month you get like 5 ancient shards from here. All that is good. But you see these other accessories and those artifacts that you no longer use by the second day or the third day. I'm talking about these 3-star artifacts and all these ones. It's time this market, maybe something gets done about it. I still buy a lot of 2 stars right here because I don't want to use my mystery shards. I save my mystery shards for other reasons, maybe during a summon rush or a champion chase. So that's why I buy the 2 stars, but it's not necessary. And whoever comes here to buy one of these 5-star epic artifacts and all that, it's gonna be a bad deal for you. Even sometimes speed artifact from here with speed substats, it's so expensive that it's not worth it. It's better you spend that resources in the dungeons to get the artifacts yourself. So that's gonna be the number 1 item right here on my list. And the next one is gonna be, you see this energy cap right here of 130. Once you hit the level required to reach 130, that's it for you right here. So whenever you are capped at 130, your energy stops regenerating, and any energy excess of that just stays like that. It doesn't regenerate more than that. Even when you claim gems, let's say you use your gems to buy energy right here. If I buy, so it gives you 40 gems for 130. So maybe it's time that cap gets increased because the number of content that has been added to the game now needs even more energy. I know that some new content that comes up right here doesn't specifically need energy. Talking about this new content that they brought out, the scarcity doesn't need energy, siege doesn't need it, doom tower doesn't need energy. Instead, they give you some energy, right? But instead of getting champions required for the doom tower, getting champions ready for the scarcity, getting champions ready for the siege, all that will need energy for gems farming, all that will need energy for artifact farming. So even if the new content doesn't require energy for us to farm them, still we need to use energy to prep the champion required to beat those content. So I think it's time this energy cap goes up a little bit, maybe +10, +20, get us to 150 at the minimum. That's something that has never changed since I started playing Raid from the beginning. I don't know if it was 130 in the beginning, but when I joined the game, it has always been 130 as I know it, and never has that been changed. So the next thing that I've not changed since I started playing the game will be this icon right here. You see, if you click on this icon, it shows you all the rates, your chances of getting an epic, your chances of getting a legendary, and now recently your chances of getting a mythical. All this has not changed since I joined the game, and I think the one that desperately needs to change a little bit for the better is this legendary rates. But instead of changing this legendary rates, they added a mythical rate to it. So it depends how you look at it. It's very good to get epics. I think epics at a 2x chance, especially if you're one of those who always save your shards for a 2x event. You get up to a how many percent? 16% chance of getting an epic from your ancient shard or from your void shard. So it's a big chance. I think 16% is huge. But for the legendary, 0.5, even a 1% during a 2x event for ancient is too low. So you usually have to hit this your mercy, because whenever you're, that's something that also needs to be improved. No mercy, I mean, this mercy counter right here, it's a long wait before you eventually guarantee to get that legendary. And the shards are not that easy to obtain. So I think that's something that should be looked at, in my personal opinion, because the rates, new players always pull on 2x events, and now 15x events have been joined into this content, into the game right now, and it's not even helping matters. The next piece of content, which is pretty new, and the way they designed it is to give you specific champions, epic or legendaries from specific factions or affinities, or right now it's lizardmen factions, summoning pool portal events. These ones has no mercy. There are players who have been farming this content or buying shards or buying the prison crystals, summoning with high hopes of getting the legendary champion of their dreams, but they have never pulled a legendary. I was lucky enough to get to one champion finally after Michinaki. That's what I got after months and months of playing this content. Whenever it comes around, I just go farm the content, pull twice or 3 times sometimes, and I still don't get the required legendary. It's great for getting specific epics. Like if you've been looking for a Venom mage, this might be your opportunity to pick up that champion who is good. And I might put out a champion guide for Jareg today or tomorrow, so watch out for that one. He might also be an awesome one that people are trying to snipe. And then if you're one of those few who are still going for that Lady Mikage fusion, you might be able to pick up this and Dilaja, who is also needed for that content, I think. Yeah. So there are specific niches and uses for this type of content, but the fact that it has no mercy, you could be doing for 6 months, 1 year without getting a legendary, and you're still at 0 mercy. So a mercy counter needs to be added here that guarantees you at least 1 legendary after 5-10 rotations of this summoning pool. No matter how small it is, it should be added right here. That's what I think that will make players, maybe want to go for this. Even if you keep getting epics, you know that one day you pick up that legendary. So that's another one. So if I head over to my clan, a lot of improvements have been made to this what do you call it now, the champion page. A lot of improvement, the filter and all that. So the complaints that players have regarding this filtering champions, finding affinities, a lot of complaints have been addressed about it. Dealing with the vaults, dealing with the reserve vaults, a lot of complaints have been dealt about this one. So whether you're looking for more space, I don't think I even need more space. So vault, reserve vault, master vault, there's a lot of things that have been added to this content that makes it very, very easy to navigate. For artifacts, I think that a lot of improvements have been made to the artifact storage, and with time they will always add more space. So we don't even need to complain about we need more space anymore for artifact storage. It's something that we used to complain about, not anymore. Then of course the filtering system for artifacts, that where we couldn't find specific accessories, those special accessories, they had to give them a special tab right here. Now we can easily filter them. So it's all good. There's no complaint in this front at all. One complaint I would say about champions specifically is that there's a lot of them right now in raid, which is a good thing. No matter the content you're trying to beat, there's always 1, 2 or 3 champions or more that can help you defeat that content. So let's say you don't have a speed booster of an avatar, you now have another champion who does similar thing like a speed booster, so there is a lot of synergy right now in raid with different type of content that you do want to beat. So I have no complaint about that. So I just pop out here to see if I can find something to complain about, but nope, nothing to complain about over here. Books, let's remind ourselves about that. We're still looking for better ways and more ways of getting these legendary skill tomes and epic skill tomes. In the early game, it's almost impossible. Like my noob to pro is struggling with that right now, getting books to book up champions and use for different content. So because if you get legendaries, you get epic, you use them. Without this, their skill tomes, they are kind of not doing their optimal performance for you in your teams. So we thought many of the new content right now will give us a way of getting these books more frequently. We'll call them, whether it's pages, whether it's ways to form them, instead of just getting them only from dungeons, events and tournaments, and from clan boss, which is the best way to get them, by the way, clan boss. So if we're not getting them through those means, we're looking for more ways to get them, because if you ask most players, the reason why they've not built their champions is because they do not have books for them. So if I click this champion, no books right here. If I click this champion, no books. These are all amazing champions, by the way. No books. Well, that's not that amazing, but you get the point. No books. So there are champions you would want to use in raid, but because you've not booked them to their maximum capacity, you feel like they are not going to be performing good on your teams. I'm not just talking about legendaries now. As for epics in the end game, you have enough epic skill tomes to even slap on every epic champion you have, to the point where you even have excess epics. But in the early game, it's a very huge struggle that early game players need to wait an entire month to fully book one epic, wait an entire month to book a second epic in that early game, until you get to clan boss, ultra nightmare, then you begin to get a crazy amount of epic from other content too, then you can supplement for that. So we're still looking for that. As for the new this type of books that came out, mythical skill tomes, right, these ones, I still don't have a mythical champions, and I've been saving any way it's available. If I can reach it, I can grab it and keep. But you see this 18 I have, it's probably not enough to fully book one mythical champion. Since mythical champions was released in the game, that I've been picking up these skill tomes, especially from the Hydra, especially by winning your clan, winning those Hydra Clash, right, tournaments. So that's how I'm able to get that high amount from all the wins that my clan has helped me win Hydra Clash tournaments. So that's it. For other content, it's just impossible to get this mythical skill tome. So if you've gotten your Lady Mikage, if you've gotten other mythical champions, it's gonna be almost impossible to fully book one of them, except you just don't mind using them like that, because sometimes they are that good with only booking one side of their skills, and when they transform, you don't even care about the other side. Depends on which one you have though. So that's something that also has not changed anytime soon in raid. And as for the content where we get silver from, which is still the spider, is still the same content. Why is my game looking a little bit different? I didn't change the ultra anymore or unlimited. Anyways, yesterday I switched it because I was doing auto farms, but that's what I think about it right now. Farms, market, the forge is new, altar of souls, guardian ring, all those are new, but the few ones that are complaining about, I don't know if I've even gotten to 5 or 6 yet, but it's good. Missions have been changed. Abita has come, Ramantu has come now. Marius is the new one that a lot of England players are struggling to pick up, so that has not stayed the same right from the beginning of the game. Referral program has been changed from the boring referral like it was to now a more interesting referral system that will even inspire you to go do it, because it promises you an amazing legendary champion called Chronam at the end when you refer up to 6 family or friends to join raid through your referral links. So a lot has been changed. The gem mine has not been changed. It has stayed the same, pumping the same amount of energy, the same amount of gems. It has not been revamped, it has not been boosted in any way. Yeah, it's still the only free source of gems, except from events and tournaments or dungeons and clan boss. This is the most free source of gems that we get on a daily. Speaking of gems, if you head over to twitch.tv/Bricks5D right now, I'm probably live doing a gem giveaway of 540 gems and 1 ancient shard to 5 winners. Anyways, moving on to other things that we need to talk about that has not changed in raid. The quest, I don't think I can complain about dailies and advanced, because although dailies have stayed the same, advanced has gotten a mix-up and a shuffle of some other things added to them in terms of new content that came out that got added to advanced, taking out some of the old content. So that has gotten a little bit of a mix-up. So it makes it a little bit easier to complete sometimes when you can't beat that new content that came out. Example, and this where is it now? That fashion crypt is easy. Demon Lord is easy. I don't have the difficult one today. Sometimes it's Hydra, sometimes it's other content that you don't really want to fight, like the scarcity. It forces you to go in there and just do one battle. So that has been changed a little bit. And then this new system that you have all your keys added right here, it's good improvement. So definitely a good change right here. So I just wanted to add this one this morning as one of those 5 things in raid video with no specific 5 things that you think I'm talking about. So let me see in the comments below if you think you can, from this video, you can see what I'm trying to talk about and what I'm complaining about or what I'm praising about raid. And maybe you can be one of those who can give this video a specific title, because we content creators, we know a lot of these things, and the more we put out this type of videos, the more maybe they listen to the community and what everybody is saying, not just us, what everybody is saying about about that content in the community, the markets, the energy cap, the silver sources, the basically everything that needs to be improved in the game, the sources of books and all that good stuff. All right, hopefully it's up to 5 things, or I mixed it up with other content that has been changed that is not that bad, I guess. Promo codes was added. We can now claim some cool promo codes. It was not there before. So yeah, definitely good stuff added. This limited series Call of Abita is still here for new people to claim the resources, I guess. All right, I'll end it right here. Have a good day, guys. Happy Monday to you guys. Have a good week also, and I'll see you guys live over on twitch.tv/Bricks5D. Like and subscribe for more daily raid content. Later, guys.